Hey, what's up guys? It's Sora here, doing a tips and trick video for Sage and Brimstone. For this video, I'm going to be showing you guys some cool little slow orb and molly spots for the map bind. But before the video starts, I'd really appreciate it if you left a like in the video and subscribe to my channel because it'd let me know if you're enjoying the content. Okay, so for our first slow orb spot, this one is, I don't know if he found it, but I learned it from Liquid Mendo. And basically what this slow orb spot does is it basically slows slow orbs default, so the regular boxes of A site, so right here and right here. So what you could do is on the start of the match, you could look at this building right here and that very edge, that white line, and line it up to this wire. Doing that will slow off the left side of the boxes of the site. So if I throw this here, it slows down that whole left side of it. And also over there, if I look slightly to the right, right here, like on the edge of the leaf, it'll slow orb the right side of the thing. See? At the start of the match, when doing this, you could throw both of these at the start if you're rushing down A. So 1, 2. Then you could slow down the whole entire site if anyone holds behind the boxes. If you haven't already known, Sage's slow orb is the same exact trajectory as Brimstone's molly. So everything that applies to Sage's slow orb also applies to his molly. So if he does that same exact thing, it should land in the same exact spot. So do it. Yeah, see, perfect. So for this specific, so a really good pair for Sage and Brimstone is that usually when you take a site to plant the bomb, a strat would be to wall this whole entire part off so that you're able to plant right here, and this whole left side is protected. So you don't really have to worry here unless they have a jet or a raise to look over that. So all your teammates really have to look over is U-Haul and flank. So once you get the plant down, then Brimstone can just stay there and wait. As you can see on the top, there's a little circle around my character on the map that indicates how far people could hear my movement and like what I do. So as you can see, it's within range of Brimstone. Brimstone can hear when someone is defusing the bomb. So if this wall is up and then Brimstone uses his molly, it'll land directly on the bomb. See, perfect. Okay, so for this next slow orb trick, this slow orb trick is meant to land directly onto heaven of A site. So if you know the other team has an op or like someone who's like usually always holding heaven, then what you could do is, if you're a Sage, you could stand right on these boxes. Stand right on these boxes, look directly in the middle of this building line, and line it up directly into this this pole. So you look directly into it, and then throw it. And it'll slow down the whole entire area of heaven. Unfortunately, that spot wouldn't work for the molly because Brimstone's molly bounces, so it'll land too deep into it and it'd just be kind of useless and like not worth it. So another slow orb that could land right on heaven and is also right here is to lean against these boxes, this box right here, right in this corner, and then looking up and then looking at the white anywhere in this like open space, like in between this leaf. So if you just throw it, it'll also land directly on heaven. Personally, I like this one more because it's like it goes more into deeper of heaven, but it like if you like that one better, then you could do that one. But personally, I prefer doing this one. Alright, so now moving into B side of Vine. A slow orb spot that I found was to molly off B elbow. You can molly it or slow orb it. So for slow orb, what I do as like an indicator of like where to line up is to line up on this like brown bar of wood, like directly in the middle of it, and looking right at that little gap right there. So looking anywhere in that little gap, just throw it, and this will land perfectly on elbow. So, yeah. That slow orb spot could also apply to Brimstone's molly, if Brimstone can come over here. If Brimstone can do the same exact spot lining up with a brown bar and then looking at that same exact area, his molly could also land directly into elbow and just molly that place off. Alright, for this next slow orb spot, this is going to land at the backside area of hookah, where people usually stay, because sometimes people like to hold this angle or like go up over here, and yeah, people just like to watch that angle like in hookah when you're trying to like go to B. So what you want to do is stand right on top of this like pile of garbage directly into the corner, look straight into the like little like bar like fence thing right there, and just shoot it. It should bank off there, off the wall, and then down this pit, down this little hole, and land directly here. This trick specifically is mostly meant for the mollies of Brimstone, because it could basically molly off this whole entire area. So if Brimstone can do that same exact thing, look at the same exact spot, it should land directly into the hole and molly this whole thing off. So when peeking around this corner, they would either have to run across, or the only place they could stand on is on top of the boxes. So if they don't run across, if someone is holding here and they don't run across, then you would know they're on top of the boxes or just eating all of it. Okay, so for this next spot, this is specifically meant for Brimstone's molly. So what you would want to do here is stand right on top of the rock, but like where your if you look straight down, your crosshair should be like on this little edge of it. So you want to like hug the wall and look down here, then look up at this little ledge and see that little line right there. You want to align it there, then look above it and then throw it. Specifically for Sage, this trick wouldn't really work because all you're really doing is just this whole entire area, and the reason why it works for Brimstone is because his molly bounces twice, I believe, and is able to reach this area right here. If Brimstone could do that same exact thing and shoot at the same exact spot, it should bounce twice and land right there. Perfect. If I planted the bomb right here specifically, then from standing all the way over there, Brimstone is able to hear whether someone is defusing the bomb. So once he hears that someone is defusing the bomb, he would automatically throw his molly to prevent them from defusing. And yeah, lands directly right there. Okay, so for this final slow orb spot, this is a slow orb spot meant for defenders. What this slow orb spot does specifically is drops a slow orb directly into garden. So it'll cover this whole entire area if attackers are trying to push through garden. So for this spot right here, you would want to stand on this like little table thing, right on top of it, hug the corner, and look at this little ledge right here. So you want to look at the corner, like right here, align it with the corner edge of that, and right on the little lip that's sticking out. So doing that will bank it off down to the bottom and land it directly onto garden. So if you know someone is trying to push through garden, this is like a perfect spot. So yeah guys, those were some slow orb and molly spots that I know of. If there are any more that you would like me to include in another video or so, or like if you want me to do any other maps, please let me know. I'd gladly do it. And yeah, thanks for watching.